Did it work? Did I get it? Totally. Did it actually happen, or is it or not? I can't see. So you. Does it look terrible?
No, it just looks like your normal hair.
Yeah, great. That's what I was worried. Hi, how are you going today? It is so good to see you. And so good to see you. Why are we here today? Well, you would have seen by this title that you know it. You know that you're a photo god. And why? Why are you a photo god? Because if you've bought a camera, really, I'm going to be polite and say if you've bought a camera in the last 5 years, but really I want to say 10 years, and really I want to say 2008. And why am I saying 2008? Because the Nikon D3 came out in 2008, and that was a god-like camera. I need to make a small correction. It was announced in 2007. It came out in 2008 for the Olympics of that year, of course. Almost. Of course, not every. But from 2008 onwards, digital cameras started to leap past film cameras. And they became tools where we could create almost anything our minds could think of. And from that day onward, I was able to go out into the night without a tripod and shoot the things that I love to shoot, like this very image here. Not that it was taken this way, but I was able to shoot images like this handheld at night because high ISO had become a thing. Of course, in the film days, you couldn't just, and this might be something that people that have never shot film don't even realise or don't even think about, is that in the film days, you couldn't just change your ISO. You couldn't be shooting at 100 and then go, oh, I'd like to shoot at 3200 now. You just couldn't do that. You would inevitably be largely shooting with 100 ISO film or 400. They were the two most likely films. And again, there was something that we could do called pushing and pulling film. And this allowed the film to be rated in the camera at, say, you'd tell the camera this is a 3200 film. It was actually 400 film in the camera. And then you would tell the lab, when you took it for processing, you would say to them, I've photographed this as if it was 3200. Could you please process it as if it was 3200? Now that's all good and well, but it had to be all 12, 24, 36, or if you rolled your own film, 38.5 shots on that roll. The whole roll had to be that setting. That's fine, that was good. Of course, if you told them it was 3200, it was extremely grainy, almost unusable. Here is an example of an image I took at 3200. Back to 2008. As of 2008 for Nikon, it might have been a smidge earlier for Canon. Of course, they were the two main players at that point in time. There were others, but these were the guys slugging it out. There was a bit of a turning point around that time that digital surpassed film. So not only did it look better and it looked quite authentically film-like, in my opinion, the D3 was very good at this, it blew my mind. But you could also do more than you could do with film. And like I've just mentioned, you could change ISO on the fly for each shot. Of course, some people work with auto ISO, so the ISO is jumping around the whole time. Quite a large number of people don't even know what ISO they're shooting on. It's just happening for them. And that's fine, that's all good and well. Back to the title. You're a photo god. Yeah, you are. You have got, let's go back to the start. You have got, let's say if you've bought a camera in the last 5 years, just to catch every brand. There is almost not a single camera, let's just pick a number, let's say 95% of all cameras made from the last 5 years are ridiculously good. And to reiterate, I'm not saying there aren't good cameras before that. I'm just being clear that I think you'd be hard pressed to buy a camera since 2015 that isn't awesome and doesn't make you a photo god. You've got Thor's hammer. You do. Basically, all of us do. We've got Thor's hammer. Now the next step is, now we need to be Thor. And who wouldn't want to be Chris Hemsworth? I mean, honestly, I want to be Chris Hemsworth. Do you want to be Chris Hemsworth? I think you probably do. And if not Chris Hemsworth, then perhaps you want to be Scarlett Johansson. I'm not sure. You might want to be Scarlett Johansson, or you might want to be Keanu, or you might want to be Wonder Woman. So let's be honest. We can all just get bogged down in the gear. I do. We all do. We all love gear. We all love talking about it and spending time with it and touching it and seeing the great B-roll of it. It's all good. It's all valid. It's all very, very healthy. It's all very, very healthy. Like going to the beach. Very, very healthy. But the message here in this video is, you're a photo god right now. Believe it. Act on it. Do it. The most important thing, whether you keep buying gear or not, is just to be absolutely sure that the gear does not maketh the photographer. Yes, it's fun. Yes, it can make things easier and better and faster and sharper. All of that is true. But it doesn't make the creator, and it doesn't help you on the journey of discovery, the journey of creating art, the journey of being an artist. At the end of the day, the camera tool will always be a camera tool. That will never change. And it will do the same thing. It will capture a little rectangle or square of information that either brings you pleasure or not. And it doesn't matter which one it is. So this is not a video for or against more or less gear. This is a video for believing in yourself. Chase down your dream, grab it by the shoulders, wrestle it to the ground and own it and love it. And whatever gear you have will help you do that. There's no question. No question. If you like what you see here, please subscribe. I love seeing you. I'd love you to come back. I'd like to see you again. Please talk to me if you haven't talked to me before. That would be so good. Please like, please share. Makes us all smarter. And gee, we need some smartness in the world today, right now, don't we? Yes, we do. And if you want to see more of me, there's over 150 videos that you can click on just down there. Click on the Matter on Photography. Boom, you'll be in a world of me. That could be a nightmare. Or not. And I used to say, come visit us here in this beautiful space. This is our very last video from this beautiful space for now. Okay. Bye.